Let me post on socials. Give me just a second. How was everyone's weekend? Alex, you're on a bit of a heater going to sports games. Oh, he's frozen. Either that or this is like the biggest bite of pizza ever.
He's choking.
Oh, he's back.
No, it froze. It froze. Yeah,
He's
it froze.
choking like the Mavs.
The whole my whole Riverside tab was just a white screen.
Oh.
I don't know.
Did you do your rookie draft yet, Andrew?
I did it. Yeah, I did. That's actually my one big headline.
Oh, okay.
Is it at making the call? Wait. At making the call 1. There we go. Okay. Live on YouTube. NFL draft. Recap. Stars. Chance. Let's see. Stars and Mavs playoffs. Rangers Nuggets. YouTube.com/at making the call 1. I'm gonna tag us. Nade magnet. Okay, so that's posted. Then we'll go to. Let's just do Instagram. Live right now. And we'll do a link. YouTube.com/at making the call 1. All right, that's done. All right, here we go. Oh, we don't need that up. Everyone's. Oh, let me make sure. Sorry. Let me make sure. Rosie, say something.
Something.
Go
talking.
Stars.
Dallas. I stayed up till 1 watching that game.
I went to bed. I was told to go to bed. And we won.
Well, it was for the best. Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure that YouTube could hear you guys because a few weeks ago, YouTube couldn't. So, all right, let's start this thing already. What do you say?
Let's do the damn thing.
All right, hitting record now. All right, joining me for the rest of the podcast, we've got Alex and Rosie here. Rosie's sticking around for this next segment. We're going to be breaking down all the action from the NFL draft, and then Alex and I will stick around and we'll talk about the Stars and the Mavs. The Stars play tonight, so we're recording this Monday night per usual. So game 4, right? Yeah, game 4 is tonight. So we will be talking about, what we've seen from the first 3 games, what we expect for the rest of the series, as well as getting into the Mavs and their almost miraculous comeback in game 4 against the Clippers. Alex was in the arena for that game.
Of course he was.
Of course he was. Which
hey,
you
they
would
came
know,
back.
Yeah. Hey, they almost came all the way back, and you would know that he was at the game if you listen to Alex's weekend update or weekend preview, which
Yes.
he let you know about that. So we got Alex and Rosie here. Gentlemen, let's start with the NFL draft. 6 QBs in the top 12, rounded out by, and we'll talk about all 6, and I promise we will not just talk about the QBs, but rounded out by Michael Penix to Atlanta at number 8, J.J. McCarthy to Minnesota at 10, and then Bo Nix to Denver at 12. And so I want to start with those 3, and we can start with whichever one we want to. Ooh, excuse me. What do we think about all those 3 quarterbacks? Oh, gosh. Hold on. I need some water.
Let's give Andrew a second.
I'm just going to
Well, I was going to say...
I'm going to cut all of that here. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Wait, while you're cutting it, are we not going to do the headline?
Oh. Yeah. Let's just start over.
I thought you had a plan for it, so...
Let's just start over.
Yeah. How's your throat?
In the meantime, hold on. I'm going to go get a floss pick. We ate some, pesto pasta, and I got a massive piece of pesto right there. Hold on.
Your voice sounds okay, Alex.
Yeah, it was really bad in the morning, and then I had coffee, and I think the warmness of the coffee or whatever helped a little bit, but then when I go like that, you can sort of hear it.
I can hear it now, yeah.
And then this beer has honey in it, so that should help too.
What is it?
It's like a local something or another. They're from Dallas.
Oh, okay. That's
But
good.
yeah. Are you gonna watch the Stars game tonight?
I am, yeah. Dude, I've been watching a lot of sports. It's been really
All
good.
right.
You should bet the Kentucky Derby.
Oh.
All right, you ready? Let's do this thing. Here we go.
I've
3.
already listened to one. Or yeah, let's go.
No, here, go ahead. Finish your thought. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, listen to the weekend update. I've already listened to one Kentucky Derby pod today. I'm watching that leaderboard.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll need to get a Bovada account.
All right, here we go. 3,
Go ahead, Andrew.
2,
Let's roll.
1. All right, joining me for the rest of the podcast, we've got Alex and Rosie here. Rosie's hopping on for one big headline of the week, as well as breaking down all the action, all the surprises, crazy picks from the NFL draft, because we've got all 7 rounds in the books. And so we got Rosie here to get all of his thoughts and kind of break down everything that took place this past weekend. And then Alex and I will stick around, and we will talk about the Stars and the Mavs, both of their playoff series. The Mavs Clippers are 2-2 headed back to LA. We've got game 4 tonight at the time of this recording. So we don't know the result of game 4, but Alex and I will be talking about those 2 series as well to wrap up the podcast. But gentlemen, before we get into any of that, as we typically do here, let's do our one big headline of the week. It can be sports related. It could be not sports related. You can really take it wherever you want. Think of this as for listeners who are new to the show, this is kind of the segment that's all encompassing. It goes in all different directions. I think the very, very first time we did this, Trent's one big headline was that he just bought a minivan. So really it can go anywhere. So let's start with Rosie. Let's start with you, my good friend. Your one big headline of the week. What you got?
Well, I watched the Mavs game. I've watched both of their blowouts, so maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's not Alex's fault for going to the games.
No, that game wasn't a blowout.
I mean,
though.
it wasn't a blowout. I mean, halfway through it was a blowout.
It was at one point, but yeah.
But I was thinking while I was watching that game, I think I could take James Harden in a fight. He's bigger than me, faster than me, stronger than me, sure. But he has flopping ingrained into his DNA. He flops automatically. So I feel like if I could get a little hit on, he just whips his head back. I got him.
The Kyrie.
I had that's funny you mentioned that, because I had a Facebook memory that popped up. I believe it was yesterday, and it was from like 2010. And I was complaining about LeBron James flopping and that he just flops in every play. And, he would put soccer players to shame. Like, I mean, 13-year-old Andrew was clearly a certified ball knower because I knew what I was talking about. But yeah, James Harden is egregious. I would, if you and him were squaring off in a fight, I think I would put money on you. I like those odds.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, Alex was at the Mavs game. You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can I
and
get a
I mean,
let's go Dallas.
let's go Dallas. No, dude, but I mean, just piggybacking on Rosie's big headline, that's also my big headline was
Is
like
that you can take James Harden too?
I mean, yeah, I probably could, but that game was insane, dude. That was the most I've ever gotten into a sports like event, I'm pretty sure. We had 2016 Kyrie make an appearance. Like that dude went insane. And he even started out cold, like the first quarter. He was a no-show. And then he hit the first three of the game. He's like, all right, cool, I got this now. And then just the when we went ahead briefly, 105 to 104, when Luca hit that step back three, that whole play was just in slow motion. You saw it. It was like right at the top of the key, the ball's in the air, boom, and then the crowd just went freaking bonkers. Like it was an awesome experience to be there. Unfortunately, Paul George had some answers, and maybe we'll get into that game and the adjustments that could have been made, but it was still really fun to be there after a day of like getting over the loss. Like still glass half full. I'm glad I went.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, it seemed like it was a crazy game to be at. I couldn't believe what I was watching on TV. But yeah. What? Did you lose me? Can you hear me?
I
No,
think so.
there was just-
You're dead for like a minute.
Yeah, there was a long pause.
Can you hear me now?
yeah, we can hear you fine now.
Okay. All right. Connection issues, I guess. All right. So that was both of your one big headline was Mavs related, James Harden, all that stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My one big headline, Rosie, you're going to like this, is that now that the NFL draft is over, it is dynasty rookie draft time. And in one of my leagues, we wasted no time getting our rookie draft underway. We did it today, this morning. It started at like 11 o'clock. And
wow,
this is a league where like you can't say tanking because tanking's frowned upon, but I blew it up, went into rebuild mode, trying to just acquire all the assets that I could, all the first round picks, to set myself up for the future. And I want to just run through. I won't go through like all second and third round picks, really just the first round because I had so many first round picks. But I want to run through kind of what I turned them into. I want to get your Rosie as well as your thoughts, Alex, on what you think about the players I got, like value, all that stuff. So I went into the draft, or at least I went into draft day with the second pick, the third pick. It's a 12-team league. So pick 2, 3, let's see, 6, 7, 9. So I had 5 first-round picks. Is that right? Yeah, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. So I had 5 first-round picks. I took and I had pick 11. Sorry, and pick 11. So I had 6 first-rounders. I forgot about that. I took pick 11, pick 7.
My goodness, man.
Yeah, I know. So I took the 7th and the 11th pick this year and Trent's 2025 first-round pick. So his first-round pick from next year. So 3 first. And traded those to Trent for Justin Jefferson. Okay? So 7, 11, and then a 2025 first.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay?
How many teams?
It was 12. Now it's 10.
Okay.
And Trent's trying to like go into rebuild mode, so he wanted his first round pick. But I was like, I'll take Justin Jefferson. Absolutely. Sure thing, buddy. With my remaining picks, so with the second pick, I took Marvin Harrison Jr. The third pick, I took Jaden Daniels. With the 6th pick, I took Drake May. And then with the 9th pick, I took Xavier Worthy. So I walked out of the first round with Justin Jefferson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jaden Daniels, Drake May, and Xavier Worthy. And then I had like 5 more picks, or I had 4 picks in the second round that I made as well.
That's almost like the Eagles trading for A.J. Brown with the Titans. Just a little bit. That's a steal, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great having all those picks. And meanwhile, I'm over here like paying an arm and a leg to get into the top 10 of the rookie picks. It's rough.
It's a good
So
good rookie class, man. These picks are like highly coveted. And there were
Absolutely.
there were multiple people in our league that were like trying to trade back into the first, or even trying to trade into the second. Like contenders who like traded away all their picks. They were like, I had someone offer me like Gabe Davis for like a mid second round pick, and I was like, no, thank you. I like the choices there, in the second round.
We should do a mock draft at some point.
Ooh, yeah, we should. I'm down. That'd be fun. So we've got the 8-8-1 league. The draft, I believe, is this Friday. So we'll get that one knocked out. But that's fun. I love rookie drafts. That's like one of my favorite parts of Dynasty is knocking out the rookie draft. It's always a lot of fun. All right. Speaking of the draft, let's get into the NFL draft. So really, I think we got to start with the Hex quarterbacks taken in the top 12, which was a record. It's never taken only 12 picks to get to 6 quarterbacks drafted. The final 3 is kind of where I want to start, which is Michael Penix going to Atlanta at number 8, J.J. McCarthy, and Bo Nix to Denver at 12. So, Rosie, I'll ask you, of those 3, who should we talk about first? Where should we kick off this conversation? Penix to Atlanta, McCarthy to the Vikings, or Bo Nix to Denver?
Well, let's talk about Penix.
Why not? Yeah, duh. They blew up the whole draft.
I mean,
That's
while everyone around the world was shocked, if you had been listening to the podcast and you were listening to our quarterback fits, this was the one place I said that Penix could go.
Idiots.
That's true.
Just
everyone in the world was shocked except for
you. Keep going.
Rosie.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
You think it's a bad?
Yes.
See, I don't. So I've come to the conclusion that because I like Penix, because I think he's going to be a good quarterback, this is not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick because, like, Penix, yeah, for all those reasons, but Penix needs to play right now. He's 25 going on 26.
I'm not sure if the age.
I thought he's 24 going on 25
for a quarterback. Like he's going to be playing for a long time.
I think he's 24.
He's 25.
I think he's 24.
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on.
Here.
I'm looking it up. Okay.
Anyways,
he's 23. He's about to be 24.
League baseball, where
he'll be 24 in 8 days.
That's not that bad.
Okay, so
I hate it for Penix too. I want to see him play now, or maybe not now, but within the next year. Yeah.
Like I think what we should be criticizing right now is the Kirk Cousins signing. Because if they like Penix, they should have known that they could have gotten him. Or they pick at 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. Like they should have known that they could have gotten him there.
Yeah.
And not sign Kirk Cousins to that massive deal coming off a torn Achilles. So I mean, I think that's what the mistake is. I don't think drafting Penix was a mistake.
Yeah, but that's like.
Agree there.
I mean, you could say that's a mistake, but they also, at the time when they signed Kirk, they may not have known that they liked Penix as much as they did, or like I've seen people make the comparison to other examples of teams drafting a quarterback when they already have a quarterback. Like I've seen people make the Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers comparison, or the drafting Dak Prescott when you already have Tony Romo comparison, or drafting Jalen Hurts when you already have Carson Wentz. But it's like, what makes this situation different for Atlanta is they just signed Kirk Cousins. Like all those other teams already had the quarterback in the building, and it was, let's draft this quarterback as like a backup, like in case he gets hurt, in case something doesn't work out. And also, none of those teams were spending a top 10 pick on a quarterback. Like Jordan Love was he like end of the first round? I think he was like late first
He was
round
in the
pick.
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20s.
Dak Prescott, 4th round pick. Jalen Hurts was a 2nd round pick. So none of these teams were spending top tier draft capital on a quarterback, and none of these teams were doing it for when they had literally just signed a quarterback to a long-term deal like 2 months ago. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know if they just like they didn't think they could get Penix where they were picking. They didn't want to trade up, or maybe like really late in the process they were like, oh yeah, we need to bring Penix in. Like this is great. He's going to be a steal. Either way, it's just bad process on the GM's part. I think he said that it'd be great if he could start in 4 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I highly doubt that will happen. But still, it's just a dumb way to go about it, to be honest.
Yeah, you just waste the whole value of having a rookie on a rookie contract. Like you're gonna have to pay him if everything that he wants to, 4 years from now, you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
it's
well,
just-
and let's say
it's mind-boggling.
Kirk Cousins gets hurt, or let's say Kirk Cousins like can't or keeps getting hurt because he's not the same after his Achilles tear, and the bet of a 36-year-old quarterback coming off of Achilles is usually not a good bet. So let's say the Kirk Cousins thing doesn't work out. And to your point, Alex, like the whole benefit of having a quarterback on a rookie deal is you can allocate that money to other positions to make the rest of the roster good. Well, you can't do that if you just paid another quarterback $100 million over 2 years for. So even if Kirk Cousins is terrible, even if he gets, if he's hurt or whatever, like that money is still on your books. So they're not going to be able to, oh, now we've got this rookie quarterback. Let's go spend. No, you already did on a 36-year-old coming off of an Achilles injury. And that's the part. Like, I've heard it try to be like spun a bunch of different ways. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. By far the weirdest
Yeah,
pick of the draft. Would we agree?
Part of the news.
It might be the weirdest
yeah.
pick in the history of the NFL draft.
That pick was the whole reason why the other 4 like quarterbacks had to go off the board. Because everyone just started.
Sometimes teams will, it's kind of the sunk cost fallacy where like sometimes teams will like admit that they made a mistake in the draft, right? So they're like, okay, we signed this player, he didn't work out. Like, let's just cut bait now. Like, okay, perfect example. Russell Wilson. Denver signs Russell Wilson to all this money, and they recognize early on this is not working. This was a mistake. So instead of like writing out the duration of Russell Wilson's contract, they say, okay, we're going to take the hit now. We're going to eat our losses, and we're going to move on. Now, we can talk about Bo Nix in a second, but they decided, okay, we're going to move on. So I'm having bad internet problems, I think. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, kind of. It's
Bro,
cutting out so bad, man.
Yeah, your connection is.
Okay,
tough.
let me. Hold on. I might have too many things open on my computer. Oh, wow.
You have Spectrum. Oh, God.
I do, but it's hardwired right now. Let me close out some stuff. Give me a sec. One thing open there. Okay. Um. Wow. Yeah, my internet is very slow. Let me do a speed test.
So tonight, Rosie, no text during the Stars game for me. Throw my phone away. I will
Good.
not interrupt any. I will text highlights in the morning if need be. But that's
Good, because I think I'm watching on Stream East.
it. Wait, you don't even get like it's on it's on ESPN and TNT now. Like, what do you
I've been
get
watching
for
the ones on
TV?
TNT because I have HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
But
You don't have like you just have the regular streaming servers. There's no like YouTube TV or anything like that.
I don't have anything, man.
You should hit up Austin for his DirecTV stream login. He's
Shoot, I might.
generous with it. He's generous with it.
Are you using it?
Yeah, very rarely though when I want to watch a Rangers game. Mostly when the Mariners are in town or they're playing the Astros, Red Sox.
I just need to win some bets, and then I really want to buy YouTube TV because I think I'd use the crap out of it.
It's really only like $40, right? For the basic package or whatever.
Yeah, I don't really want to be spending that, but
Yeah. Maybe eliminate one of the streaming services or two you don't really use.
I don't pay for anything though.
Oh, I
Like the only
got
thing I
you.
pay for is Red Zone.
Yeah, I have to.
Dude, something
Scott
is
Hansen's
up
the
with
man.
my.
Yeah,
Miss him.
Stream East is pretty good though.
It's a bad night, bad connection night or something. Cloud
I
over your
mean,
house.